welcome to the BladerUnion.com Bladecast. My name's Travis, co-founder of BladerUnion.com. This is episode 0. We're going to take you through a little bit of the history of BladerUnion.com, a little bit of what to expect with this video series here, and what to expect in episode 1. So, let's get started. BladerUnion.com was founded by myself and Daniel. Daniel's actually the counterpart who runs a lot of the things behind the scenes for Blader Union. He takes care of a majority of our social media accounts and also takes care of a lot of the day-to-day upkeep when I'm critically busy at work. Thankfully, he's around, keeps the place running, but together we make a good team. The two of us came up with this idea roughly 2.5 years ago. We were running the reddit.com forum. We kind of reached our constraints with what Reddit had available for us. If we went any further than where we were, we would automatically be breaking their TOS, which could in turn diminish and even destroy the community that existed there. So the next step for us was to try and find an outlet into something new. So we started kind of mulling around a couple ideas that we had, which eventually evolved into what Blader Union is today. Blader Union really is the central hub for everything you would expect from rollerblading or inline skating. With Blader Union's presence, we want to cover every genre of what you can do on inline skates. So if it's slalom, if it's free skate, if it's downhill, if it's aggressive, if it's big wheel, we try and cover a little bit of everything under the sun. We also want to try and centralize a lot of the things that exist on the internet. So if you look at like BMag or Wheel Scene or blading.nl, a lot of those different websites exist, but they're very central to their own communities that exist. So it's hard to kind of pull all that together. We want to supersede all those boundaries and we want to pull all that data into one place, one umbrella where you can go and check in every day, and it's going to route you to the most relevant information that you can get to. Even a year ago, we weren't sure what the shape of the website was going to be like. So today we turn around and we look at the future of Blader Union. We've got a couple ideas on the horizon. We've got a couple of projects on the horizon. And really, we want to take that to the next level. We want to elevate Blader Union beyond even our own constraints. But it's down to 2 guys. We run it day to day. It makes it kind of difficult. Even my job right now, be honest, is somewhere between 40 and 60 hours a week. It's very demanding. So with that, it sometimes takes a back seat, but this is a passion project for the both of us. We want to turn around. We want to be able to give back into rollerblading the things that we've both earned from it. I've spent 25 years of my life on inline skates. This is my favorite thing to do. It's the thing that brings me happiness in this world. It's the thing that brings me peace when I have inner conflict. It's a little bit of everything for me. So really, inline skating is the best thing I've ever had in my entire life. I've broken every bone you can imagine on my body. I've been knocked unconscious more times than I can count. I've been stranded on the side of the road from trying to get to a session and my car doesn't want to get me there. You name it, I've been there. But it's also taken me from coast to coast in the US. I've met thousands of people, and thousands of people know that my door is open at any time. If you show up at my house, you always have a bed to sleep in, you always have food to eat, you always have a chauffeur around the city. Inline skating is the best family that you could ask for. So my turn in giving back to that is, let me take my knowledge, let me take my know-how of technology and everything else that I can do and try and really give inline skating the best face forward to shape what the future is going to be. So with that aside, let's talk a little bit about what you're going to expect here with the Blader Union Bladecast. Originally, we wanted to do a podcast format about a year ago. Problem is that the podcast market is a little saturated, and it was a little more saturated at the time, with just a couple people doing probably a better job than we could. And quite honestly, there's probably people who can do a better vlog job than I can as well. But I'm still here, I'm still going to give it a shot. I still have a couple of things on my mind that I think fits a little better in this format than it does in a print format. The very first episode, we're going to review the Intuition Liners. One of the episodes after that, we're going to speak with the owner of Others, who does the mobile application coming out for iOS and also for Android at some point in the future. We're also going to talk about skate technology. We're going to talk about different skate brands that exist. We'll probably do some interviews along the way, depending on who we can get on hand. We'll probably at some point talk about the collection of skates that I have around my own house. I'm kind of an avid collector of different things, so I want to speak a little bit to that. I know I've had some questions about it from there. And then we'll also probably field some questions along the way as they come up through our YouTube channel or through any other venue. So really, we want to take this series and just kind of blanket a little bit of everything, cover some of the corners of Blader Union that really doesn't have a lot of clarity to it, and then in turn kind of elevate our platform even further, reach a new audience, reach some new people who are looking for this type of media. So before I dive away, there's one important thing I want to point out. If you guys have questions, if you have suggestions, if you have anything else you want to know in particular about Blader Union, how our website operates, how our day-to-day operates, anything you want to know, throw it in the comments section here on the YouTube video. We'll get any feedback that we can. We'll make sure we follow up in the future. We'll either comment directly back or we'll add it to one of these videos. The second part I want to make absolutely clear is I can't thank enough the people who believe in our Patreon campaign and believe in what we're doing in the website. Just 2 days ago, we were able to pay out Miguel for his back surgery that he's been under. Miguel's a fantastic person in our industry. He does a lot of outreach through Woodward. He does a lot of outreach just by showing up at sessions. Miguel is always smiling, always happy, but at the same time, he's been in a lot of pain for a long time. Took a leap, got some surgery done. Is now fighting some pretty heavy medical bills. So we were able to take our Patreon funds for the month of March. We paid them out directly to Miguel. Miguel's now going to be a little better off. I believe I saw that his campaign funded completely in 2 days, which is unbelievable. It was an $8,000 goal, and rollerbladers from across the world came together and funded all that for him so that way he can recover, so he can turn around and be healthier on the long run and not have to worry about getting back to work immediately, stressing himself out, and potentially re-injuring himself. So good luck out there, Miguel. Really big thank you to everybody, all of our 39 backers through Patreon. Without you, that donation wouldn't have been possible. I've made donations like that myself, but again, it's kind of limited. I'm one person, but together we're all one person, and as one person, we collectively can make this happen. I'm a believer in our own Patreon campaign. I sponsor it for $5 a month. It's my own website, and I pay into it every single month. We have lots of other people who back us as well. If you want to find out how you can be a subscriber and support the vlog, support Winter Clash, support Miguel, support anything upcoming with the small amount of money that you can donate into it, if you go to bladerunion.com, you head up to the banner at the very top, click on the About button, and head down. There's a section called Supporters, and there's also a section called Subscribe. Click on either one of those. It's going to give you a lot more information about our mission, kind of how things work around here, and what we're going to be able to do to give back to the community. So far along the way, we've paid out the True Spin podcast. We paid out Eugen Ennen for a section that he made for us. We were able to fund a couple other projects along the way that were smaller. We backed our booth at the Winter Clash, so we were able to be on site and not only that, donate to the prize pool that went out for the final winner of Winter Clash. And we also are backing Miguel for his surgery right now. We have a couple more projects on the way. If you're a subscriber, you're going to get first hits on everything that comes in. You're going to be able to see all this information before it even comes out and it's live to the public. So you definitely want to check it out. It's a great project. Join if we fit kind of the mold of what you're looking for. You can leave at any time. There's no penalty. There's no hard feelings. We totally understand. We have a lot of people who have come and went. Some people can't afford it. Some people can afford it and didn't think that our message was acting alongside of what they believe in. So we want to make sure we align with all that. So definitely give us feedback if there's anything we can do to improve or something that you're seeing that we're overlooking that we can improve the project on as well. So thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. I know it was a little hard to get through some of the parts of this. I'm definitely still learning this format. It's a whole new experience just talking one-to-one with nothing around me. So a little interesting to do. If you hang around for episode 1, I'm going to talk about the intuition liners. These are my intuition liners. I've skated for 3 years now, so I've got a lot of good things to say about it. I've definitely got some things to talk about with the liner overall if you're on the fence about picking them up. And I do have the second generation liner that I'm skating currently. Thanks again for everybody listening. Thank you to our Patreon subscribers. Thank you to everybody who checks out bladerunion.com. Feel free to follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, and until next time, peace.